Uh, Hola, soy Francisco, and in today's lesson we're going to see what we call the passive voice. So in talking about the passive, we have two things. We have what we call the passive and the active. So when it is the passive, it means that the object is being acted upon by the subject. So for example, we have fish is eaten by many people. Many people eat fish. So the first sentence is active, but the second is passive because of what we show that no, the first one is passive, the other one is active. So this is showing the person who is doing the action by use of by, which in Spanish translates to por. So when dealing with the passive voice, you have to know the way to form the passive and when to use it. So there are two ways of forming the passive. One is by use of the verb ser, which is to be, plus what we call the past participle. So we've already seen the past participle. So this is how you do it, because we've already done the verb ser. We pick the third person singular and the second, no, the third person singular and the third person plural. So we have es and son. So es is it is, and son is they are from the previous lessons. So the second step is getting the past participle of any verb that you want. Let's start with our most common verb, which is hablar. So we have hablar, which we know is to speak. Then I'm going to have es, which is it is, and son, which is they are. The second step is adding the past participle, which is hablado from the past participle. So we have es hablado, which means it is. Then hablado, spoken. So we say it is spoken. So what have we done? We've already shown the past participle, and then we've already used said. So the outcome is what we call the passive. Es hablado, it is spoken. So when there are many, we cannot use what? Hablado. We're going to have what we call hablados because we form in the plural. So if you form the plural of hablados, you also form the plural of son. So you'll be saying son hablados, which is they are spoken. So basically, that's how you do it with all the verbs. So you can get any verb like es comido from comer, it's eaten, son comidos. Alright? So you can say es fabricado, son fabricados, to mean they are made. So you can say, you can choose any verb of your choice, like es enseñado, it's taught, son enseñados, they are taught. But there's one thing that I want you to understand about the same, that this form of the passive shows the do of the action of the agent by use of by, which translates to por. So when using this form of the passive, remember to include what? The agent of the action, which is por. For example, let's think of a good example. Let's say, for example, el inglés es enseñado por Miguel. El inglés es enseñado por Miguel. El inglés es enseñado por Miguel. So English is taught by Miguel. English is taught by Miguel. So this sentence is passive. Then you show the agent of the action by use of por. Who is doing the action or who does the action? It is Miguel. And then you can change this one to any tense that you want. You can change to the past tense or the future tense. You can say fue. You can say fueron. No problem. So you also need something like this one in the plural. For example, you can say el inglés y el español son hablados por los americanos. Look at this. So in this case, I have two of them. I have Espanol and I have English. So these two are spoken by who? By the Americans. So I say English and Spanish are spoken by the Americans. Because there are two, I cannot use what is, but some to show the plural. And then I must also show what the plural of the past participle. Very important. So basically, that's how you form the passive with ser. So make sure that you master the conjugation of ser. Change the tenses. You can as well learn the past participles, both regular and irregular. Then, by doing that, you'll be able to form a passive voice. Muchas gracias. Adiós.